Hello there and welcome. Today I want to talk about the difference between a real UFO contactee and one that isn't. I obviously don't know if the faker, Elaine Thompson, is a faker, but some of the things she said really sound so made up, there is little doubt in my mind. She claims that when she was young, around school or college age, she experienced missing time. This is a common thing that UFO contactee people report, so it makes sense that it would happen to her. She also claims that she floated about a foot off the ground while moving towards a figure who appeared kind and gentle, who told her, "I am with you always." I am always doubtful of people who claim to have levitated because they never do it in front of you. She then claims that later in her life, she was taken to distant worlds and meets lots of aliens. The thing is, she claims that she went in her body, which is very suspicious to me. How would this be done without a ship to take her in? She describes what they're like and what their worlds are like, and provides drawings of what they look like. If she went in her body, couldn't she have taken a camera? She then makes a mistake that really let me know she's a faker. She said that a symptom of an evolving world is that people forget things. I know some people have a photographic memory, so they don't forget things, but most of us don't. And who doesn't forget things? Forgetting is part of the brain's way of working and is entirely normal. So when she says this, there are always people who will agree. She mentions some spheres in space that are supposedly helping our planet evolve, but there are many amateur astronomers that would undoubtedly spot them. Even so, I've never heard of any confirmation of this. She then makes another mistake when she says an advanced weapon was used to take out one of these spheres at Pine Gap, Australia. She is very vague as to what weapon was used, and if she's as connected as she claims, you might expect that she could be more specific. Also, she explains everything like every one of the alien races gets along, and there are no disagreements. Contrast this with Tony Topping, who immediately takes us into his world of UFOs. Strange people contacting him, UFO disagreements, and German people contacting him. This sounds much more real to me. The strange people were people who claimed to be from the Home Office, the Illuminati, and the Air Force. When he turned them down, they started to become abusive, showing they have quite an ego. The one claiming to be from the Air Force actually was from the Air Force, but he was dishonorably discharged for improper behavior. Tony found this out after doing research on the bloke. He talks about being harassed by a strange man who was the inventor of a technology that could introduce sounds directly into Tony's head. Obviously, if Tony wanted to sleep, this would be bad, but it could also make him need the toilet in the night. Officially, we don't have this technology, but here it is being described by Tony. The Germans wanted to talk with Tony because in World War II, the Third Reich did research in occult subjects and made contact with alien races. This was kept up after the war. Tony didn't want to speak with them, however. Tony mentions that there was an incident when one UFO was chased away by two different UFOs, so it looks certain that they don't all get along. He also says how he was put in a spiritual dojo because he wasn't following the rules. He says this is to get you to meditate and keep in mind that we are spiritual beings in a physical body. He was also quite affected by a cold that he had, although he wasn't sniffling, coughing or sneezing, so he can't have been that bad. Overall, I'm much more likely to believe Tony than Elaine. Elaine's was too nice, while Tony's is much more down to earth. Remember, there are disruptive elements even in the alternative knowledge space. Thanks for listening. Bye for now.